It's going to be a good day today, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Make sure to go to canvasbusiness.com and buy some canvas decor. And now, without further ado, scene 3, boom, there he is. We got the frames up, we got you, we're rolling.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, y'all? How's it going, Duffy? Long time no see, brother.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Let me cut off this intro music quick so they can hear, the recording will hear us. Yes, here we are. We've made it. Short notice, and everything seems to be working just fine, which is a miracle. Typically, there's all kinds of technical issues I'm dealing with, but since the Business LLC, which is my company sponsoring myself, I got myself some equipment that actually works. It's
Hey,
it's something else.
I'll tell you what, man. It's got everything's working good on your side because I woke up, to it, being completely snowed in this morning. So, I guess it's a 1-and-1 for us. So it's working out.
Oh man. What's funny is my mother, she's in Texas right now. She's driving a truck from Crystal River, Florida, all the way to San Diego, where my older brother just moved to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Back in
so
San
she's
Diego,
feeling
I
that
thought he was.
cold.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's moved back to San Diego for a while. I thought he was over there in St. Petersburg with y'all.
My older brother was never in St. Pete. He was in Jacksonville, Florida for the past few years, probably 3 years.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
yeah, that was his Florida. His Florida days were spent in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
So
I'll tell you
let
what,
me
man.
let me give you a little intro. This is Leroy Vigil. We used to be neighbors. We used to be gym partners. What I do know about Leroy, we haven't spoken in a while. But what I do know about Leroy is he is a Army veteran. I don't remember what your job was or how many years you served, but I think now you're married and you have some kids. Yeah, so this is Leroy. Let's start off with the St. Pete days, or maybe the Army. What'd you do in the Army?
All right, yeah, let's start with the Army because I think I'll work chronologically better.
Yeah,
So I spent five
probably.
years. Yeah. So, I spent about almost 5 years in the Army. I spent most of my time with the 25th ID over in Hawaii. Then, before I got out, I spent a few months over in Fort Riley, or the first ID, and I really don't care much about that place. So I just usually when people ask about my Army stuff, I just talk about, the Hawaii days.
The old Hawaii days. Hell yeah.
Right. So yeah, I did. Served my 5 years there. I was in the infantry the whole time, and I was there from May 2012 to January 2017.
2012 to 2017. What is that? I don't know how to do math. Five
That
years?
about 5 years, yeah. Well, technically it was like 4 years and 10 months or some shit, but I just say 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I always say
I
four, and
got to
I
round
was in
up.
for about 3 years and 10 months. So I just say four. You close enough, right?
All right, math, Army math, Marine math.
Yeah. So you were infantry.
Yeah, man. Did was there the whole time, and sadly, you think you're like, okay, especially during those, 2012, you expect, okay, I'm going infantry at a point, and unfortunately for us, because I was in Hawaii, I was in Striker Brigade. We had a deployment, and it wound up getting canceled. We wound up getting pushed out for, I believe it was Fourth ID or 10th Mountain or something. Can't remember. And yeah,
Gotcha.
man. So no deployments, which when I joined, that's why I joined infantry for that. But Hey, it's
You
all good,
did.
man.
You
Still had.
deployed. You deployed to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, that place
That
was rough,
counts,
man.
right?
Yeah, it was rough. Had to go to the beaches and drink mai tais, to get over the depression I was dealing with over there.
Oh yeah,
Rough.
so secluded, so far away from the states.
Yeah,
Basically,
I
it
just
might
had.
as well be
I
a
had.
deployment.
I don't know how to tell you how rough it is, man. While I was on the beach, I had to look at all those women in bikini I didn't want to look at.
Yeah, man. Sounds rough. That is some rough stuff.
Yeah,
So,
so
how about after the military? Topic number one that ChatGPT gave us is your military experience and transition into civilian life. It's first bullet point is talking about your military service, which we did, and um, it's some deployments if you had any, and explore how your military training and experiences have influenced your approach to life after, going into civilian life
all
and
right.
getting into security and stuff.
Yeah. So when I actually got out of the army, my first year, didn't really know what I was going to do. After spending 5 years doing a specific job, when I got out, I had like a bad back because I was diagnosed with degenerative disc disease, and my back was, I wasn't moving as fresh as I am now. So I tried to like look for different jobs before security. Like I tried to get into accounting, tried to, computer desk work, like the help desk and all that. And went to like my first year, literally many interviews, lots of work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, then of course, I wound up meeting you because we wound up being neighbors and kept seeing you at the gym, and then we eventually started doing our thing. And what was it? I got a phone call from a company overseas over in Kosovo to go work for them. And I remember I told you about them. We're at the gym. I think we are cranking out a chest day.
Yeah.
And I told you what I was going to do. And you're like, hey, man, I used to do overseas contracting. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, I went to Kuwait. I worked on this contract, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, we've been like training together for the better part of a year. And you're telling me now this?
Yeah, I think I remember that conversation going like, whatever you do, just don't go to Kuwait and do security. Just don't do that.
And that's exactly, I think it was after that conversation. I applied right after, I think it was literally that same day. I talked to a recruiter, and I think it was about 6 weeks or so later. I was what do you call it, overseas.
Damn. Yeah. How long did you do that contract?
I was there for about 6, 7 months or so. Then I just wound up cutting sling load there.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good stuff. Do you want to mention anything about your love for the Green Ranger before I forget? Not that I can, I mean. It's a awesome outfit you
Oh
got
man,
there.
appreciate it, man. Yeah. So as you guys, I know like a lot of people don't know me, but definitely a comic book nerd. Love a lot of stuff. And Power Rangers growing up, these are like my first superheroes. I really liked, and of course, Green Ranger. That was like my first like superhero. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. He was like the first, I guess, technical villain I was rooting for.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with the Power Rangers.
Right. So I
I grew up
mean, I don't
watching that
watch.
too.
Yeah, I used to watch a show, and now actually just read the comic books just because they're a little bit more graphic, and they're made by Boom Studios, and they actually do a pretty good job. Their coverage in the comics opposed to the show, honestly.
Nice. Cool, man. Well, I think what we're gonna do is go into bullet point number two, and then after we get through that, I want to cut the recording and actually check it out to make sure all of our sound is good and stuff like that. We can stay in the video call, but I'm gonna cut the recording and give it a listen and make sure everything's looking good because this is a lot for my PC to be handling right now. We got the video call, we got the recording, and the mic. I just want to
This is a
give it
lot,
a
but
test. But bullet point number two
man,
is balancing your life and family life and your career. Let's get into your journey into marriage and fatherhood while maintaining your career and security. How's that go? How's that been going?
It's been interesting. Luckily, lovely wife, she's very understanding. So she's a stay-at-home wife. So when we moved out here to Texas, I wound up doing from like overseas security and like working at like Google and Apple. So like doing like PPO, like where I'm working like where I've worked for some families and like worked for bigger contracts. And a lot of times, these are long days, 12, 16-hour days at times. And she's been pretty understanding. It is rough sometimes, but we as a family, we come together and we make it happen.
Nice. And how many
And
kids? How many kids you got now?
in total, I got three.
Yeah.
So I got a daughter back in California, and I got my two sons here, Leroy and Levi.
Nice. Yeah, I bet they're a handful.
And I and I'll tell you what, man, being a father, it's been like the best thing ever. Because
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, like I always told myself I wasn't gonna have kids. I just didn't want to do that. And when I met Steffi and we had to talk, she wanted kids and stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let's have a kid. Let's just see what happens. And I make that sound wrong. And after we had our first kid, man, I'll tell you when I held my oldest Roy for the first time, man, my perception on everything just changed, man. Like
Oh
wanting
yeah.
to be a father, wanting to have more kids. Yeah, man, it was really awesome.
The super profound feeling. Like you got your bloodline is being carried on now.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, it's fucking cool. Like, cause now it's like all the stuff that I know, like, all the working out stuff, my comic book read. It's just really cool because my 3-year-old just seen him come to the gym here with me and grab like like one of these little 5-pound dumbbells or something, just like do what I'm doing, like
Yeah,
lifting it
nice. Oh, I bet that's awesome. I bet that's really probably an awesome feeling.
or dude, it's cool. Or even I think it was about a year ago and he was barely 2 years old. On my treadmill, there's a little bar over there, and he was just like grabbing it and hanging on, trying to pull himself up. And I'm like, man,
He sees old daddy doing it. He's like, oh, I gotta give it a go now.
yeah.
That's
So it's
great.
really cool. Just like seeing, it's like cool, just like seeing a mini me version of you just doing something that you love. I just don't know how to describe the feeling.
Yeah, you sounds like you're raising them right, man. That's great.
Yep. And I make sure he gets a daily dose of Ronnie Coleman also.
Oh, you can't go without that, right?
He has to
All
see what it's like to have 800 pounds of solid ass weight on your back.
right. What's Ronnie Coleman saying? He's like everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Nobody wants to
Anybody
lift
want to
this
be a buddy?
heavy ass weight.
Yeah, buddy. I do.
All right, I'm gonna cut the recording right here. All right. We are back. And so we're back at it. Leroy's freezing his ass off over there. What the temp you say? What's the temperature over there in Texas?
Holy shit. I think right now it's about outside 12 degrees, but I'm in my garage, so I'm pretty sure it's about 9. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can see this on your frame, but
Oh
I think
yeah, I can see it a little bit.
so. Yeah, man, it is cold. Like, ugh, all the weights are cold. I don't even know how I'm gonna do a gym session later in here.
You're gonna have to use your body heat in order to heat up the whole room.
Oof, dude, I don't even know if I can, I don't know if my body he could save me from this Texas temperature.
Yeah. All right. So that's funny. We just mentioned the gym. We're actually on to topic number 3, which is fitness and wellness in the military and civilian life. How does your fitness and training now deviate from how it was in the military?
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yes. As you know, man, because I know you're infantry also, like in the Marine Corps. So as you know, man, like literally every day, run, run, run. You know, running and gunning. So now I do just a lot more weightlifting. I still do cardio, but I don't run like what were we doing? I'd almost want to say like damn near like 40, 50 miles a week worth of running.
Yeah, you don't run like a wild man anymore.
No, like nowadays, like I used to be able to run a what was it, 5 miles in 45 minutes or less. And yesterday it took me about an hour just to run 4.5 miles.
I've just recently been getting back into the running myself. It it's tough. It's tough getting back into it, that's for sure.
Right?
But
It's kind of weird because when you're in the military and you do it every single day, you don't really think about it. Then once you stop and try and do it, you're like, holy shit, I was pretty
yeah,
athletic back in the
exactly.
fucking day.
Yeah, once you stop for a couple of months, but I mean, you're would you consider yourself stronger than you were back in the military now?
Oh, definitely, man,
Yeah,
definitely. Well, because
nice.
it's like now, if I'm actually like sore, if I feel like I need recovery, I could actually, take the time off. Like if I feel like, hey, I need a week off from just doing nothing, just recover. Like that right there is, I feel like, is what's really helped me get stronger. Because in the military, you know how it is. When you get beat up,
Hmm.
you just got to pick yourself up and just keep thriving on, even if you have like injuries and stuff. So being able to like work out at 100, more, rest and recuperated, man, it's paid dividends.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Um, we'll go ahead and move right along to some security professional insights. Let's
Okay.
talk about your occupation a little bit. What what type of training and stuff did you have to do to get to your current position you got, or what is your position title right now?
So over here in Texas, I'm a PPO. So I do like just like executive protection, I guess bodyguard work. I do some armed work, which is the level 3. Sorry, I'm butchering it. I'm just between the vodka and being cold.
Well, you kind of need the vodka to cancel out the cold, right? I mean, you said it's what, 4 degrees?
Probably, dude. It's like symbiotic.
Jeez, yeah. Well,
These old rock.
I don't know if I said it on the recording yet. I want to thank you again. I appreciate you coming out and suffering through the cold out there.
You know what, man? I'll gladly walk through the cold for my boys any fucking day of the week without a question.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, homie. But
But
back to the
yeah,
job.
so yeah, I do this, type of security. I've been doing it around. I did some in California. I do primarily in Texas now. Every once in a while, it's been a while to go out to Louisiana for like natural disasters and stuff like that.
Okay, so they move you around. Is that
Yeah, well, usually I go to Louisiana. Like the last time I went there, it was about 2, 3 years ago. There was like a natural disaster, so I mean, I was able to work there, short term. But if I actually want to like work there, I actually need to get the Louisiana licenses to be a official over there. Which,
oh, gotcha. But
yeah,
you don't need that, whatever that is in Texas.
well, over here in Texas, I got my level 3, which is you'd be an armed guard. Then I also got my level 4, which is to do personal protection.
Oh, nice. Cool. Level
So
three
yeah, I
and
got
level
the
four, huh?
yeah. Then there's level 2 for unarmed, which I don't know if my level 2's. I think I renewed it, but I don't
It's
really do unarmed. I don't really do unarmed work. So
yeah, I was gonna say it's not possible for you to be unarmed with those guns you got.
oh yeah, man.
You can't you gotta cut your arms off to be unarmed.
All right, just take them right off. So yeah, I've been
Sheesh.
doing that for the past few years, man. I've been pretty successful with it. Funny thing is, one of my old squad leaders, he lived here in Texas, and he was telling me about it for about a year. He was like, it's like, hey, Vigil, you need to get your level 3, your level 4, and you need to come start applying with these companies. I can get you some work. And I dragged ass on it for close to a year, and finally, I applied with the current company I'm with right now. They hit me up. What was it? A week before I was supposed to graduate. and I told him like what I was graduating and I was kind of busy. So day of my graduation, they call me up and Dave, super nice guy. He's like, hey man, look at could you come help us out tonight? We had someone call out. And I was like, well, I just graduated. He's like, oh, congratulations, but can you come help us out? So I was like, okay, sure. So I went with them and one thing led to another. I wound up staying with them instead of going back overseas a second time for this time I was gonna go for welding, but I wound up he gave me a good job offer, so I just wound up staying with them.
I mean, you can't pass up a good job, right?
Oh fuck
Can't
no.
pass that up.
Yeah, so I got to work with some awesome people and still continue to, so I got no regrets.
That's awesome, dude. That makes me glad to hear that you're doing well and you're enjoying your, career choices and progressing through the different aspects of the whole security thing. That's great to hear. But staying on the security topic, but changing up the feel of it a little bit. What about your own like personal your home security and staying keeping your family safe and stuff like that? What kinds of you got any tips or want to share any of that information? Like, you got any weapons? I imagine in
Oh yeah.
Texas you got to have a few
Yeah.
weapons out there.
Yeah, so for my wife, she has just like a Glock 19 fifth gen, which I, have her keep with her at all times, like at the house. And we live in a pretty decent neighborhood, but still, we stay vigilant. We have two cameras. We have one, of course, in the front of the house. We have one in the garage in case someone tries to come in here. And
Nice.
just, try and stay vigilant. Just, try to not make ourselves a soft target, essentially.
That's right. You got to stay hard, right?
Right?
Like
Got to
David
stay ready, man.
Goggins. Stay hard.
Somebody's got to carry the boats.
That's right. Someone's got to carry the boats.
But yeah, that'd be my best advice, man. Just stay vigilant and don't make yourself a soft target. Which stay armed, stay armed.
Armed. Armed at
Right?
all times. That's what
Armed
I'm
and
talking
ready.
about. How about through your career in security have you noticed any sort of like upkick in things going wrong or people acting out or anything that would like trigger something to happen in that job?
Not really. I've worked around. Like the only time, like I used to work at Quick Trips as a subcontractor for a little bit, and over there, I mean, you'd get the same kind of crazes you'd get, anywhere like around the country. Just, get meth heads, drunks, homeless people, just riffraff. I mean, really nothing out of the ordinary.
Out of
Is
the
it?
ordinary. That's just the ordinary. That's just regular and security, I guess.
Shit, I can't believe I'm calling that ordinary.
That's just
It's just weird because like working at places like Quick Trips and just I've been at a bunch of them, around like the Dallas and Dallas Fort Worth area, and it's weird, man. Like a lot of like homeless people and just like people with like mental disorders, they just like gravitate over there.
damn. Yeah, well, I mean, something's got to keep it interesting, I guess. And it sounds like you've had a good amount of people come by in those
It
sketchy areas, I guess.
it's fun. I think there was one time I worked at a Quick Trip that had a what do you call those? A truck stop to it. And I don't know if you're familiar with the term lot lizard.
Oh
Well, I was
yeah,
working
I
there for
know
one
the
night. I was
lot
just covering.
lizards.
Yeah, so I was covering down,
Uh-oh.
and there's all these truck drivers there, and I was told by the manager's like, hey, if you can, just keep an eye out there. There's like this what, what's the proper term? Is it transvestite,
I think
I,
that's
I don't
it. Both of them. I think they both work.
I, I don't know which one's considered offensive. I'm not
One
trying to get
of
you
them.
canceled, bro.
Hey, if it happens, it happens. I mean, whatever.
Shit, if that's the case, we're gonna have to change your name to toxic masculinity. No, yeah, man. So over there, I mean, that was like one of the sites that was kind of fun. Actually, had like literally, I think for 2 straight hours, chasing off this freaking tranny that was like knocking on these dudes' doors, trying to, sell her services
Oh,
and his services.
dang. She's trying to work. She's working that overtime, or she. I don't know.
Yeah, that individual is
I don't
trying to
know.
trying to sell their live OnlyFans.
Yeah, the live OnlyFans services.
Yeah,
Sheesh
some of those people
kebabs.
over there
Well,
literally be wattling out.
yeah. Well, we got through all of what ChatGPT had. What about you? You got any questions or things you want to ask in my direction? Like, we can reverse the roles real quick. You could be
Oh
the
yeah,
host from your
definitely.
freezing cold garage, and you could take the reins of this here
Hey, let me
show
tell you
for a
something,
few
man.
minutes.
Since I guess we're going to turn this over to the Nova Corps Power Building Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start off with you, man. Let's see. I know your audience already knows you. You know, you served in the Marine Corps. You've lived in Florida. So, what have you been up for the past few years? Because I talked to you about 3 weeks ago, and you told me you were, what would you say, Malibu or the Bahamas?
Yeah, I'm currently in the Bahamas now. The past few years have been pretty interesting for me. Um, it all kind of started. I used to do the commercial diving. I did that in Florida for a bit, but then I got hit by a truck. I got hit by a semi, and I think I remember telling you about this. Got surgeries, the ablation surgeries on my lower back and my neck, because I had, I think, a total of six herniated discs in my neck and back at the same time. So that recovery process was extensive, but
How's
that
it?
led me. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to say, so how's that been affecting you? Because I know for years, you're like always active. You were just like fucking getting at it every day at the gym. And I remember seeing old pictures of you back when you were like in Kuwait, man. You look like a fucking porn star.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a huge, drastic 180 for my whole life, really. Going from like that to and a job that doing the diving kind of kept me active. It's extremely physically demanding job, and so I kind of did a complete 180. I'm like, all right, I gotta pretty much do nothing to get better. So I did absolutely nothing as much as I could. But how I was. I mean, I'm still trying to get back in the gym and just keep doing stuff, but every time I would, it kind of set me back. But here we are a few years later. I'm just starting to be able to run again, and I'm finally back in the gym again. I'm back to curling the 45s and then throwing them over my head and
Nice, nice.
doing pull-ups and stuff. So I was getting pretty fat there for a bit. I was up to almost 240 pounds. I
You make that sound like it's such a bad thing. I'm like, I weighed in this morning at about 270.
No, I'm saying of no muscle is fatness, just
Gotcha.
fatness. Yeah. If it was muscle, I'd have been happy with that, Like, if I
Right.
was strong. But no, I'm a fat, weak bitch. This fucking sucks. Getting strong again now though, so I'm excited about that.
That's
Yeah,
good. And did you have to
big
go through like any
terrific career
mental
change.
hurdles?
Oh yeah, it was definitely tough on my mental health, 100%. But I have my ma and my little brother and all my other family that, were there for me to help me pretty much get through those tough mental times, the darkness inside, the depression and all that all that comes with pretty much feeling like your body's broken, your freaking brain is broken. You can't do anything.
Right.
It gets better though. It can only get
Yeah.
better from there.
I think what a lot of people don't realize though is like, because I know you're not that much more different than me in the gym. I'm pretty sure it was like life for you. Like it wasn't just like going there and just like throwing around, a bunch of weight. I mean, it was, getting stronger. It was like therapy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
And
much.
I've tried to explain it to people like, hey, the gym is like a form of therapy. I mean, just because you're not talking to someone, I mean, you're just, expressing, stuff you're going through just in a different way. And you take that away from someone like us, and it's like, man, it's like
Oh
mentally it's
yeah.
torturous.
Yeah. It really was, man.
So,
Cause
how long have you been over there in the Bahamas now?
coming up on 1 year over here. I last year I is when I started. The year before is when I did a 6 month electronics technician school in Ocala, Florida.
Oh, damn. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a huge change from what you've done originally. Because I know you mentioned you did the diving, which that's a hardcore fucking job in itself. Like I looked at the death rate of that, and it's like, holy shit, man! Like a lot of guys that do that, they do not live long. But I'm pretty sure their balls are just.
Yeah, dude. The diving, as the reason I got out of offshore diving and went to use my GI Bill at Penn State for a little bit was because I had almost drowned out there. I also almost drowned in Florida a couple of times, like, doing inland diving. It's definitely dangerous, but like you said, it's normal being in security to just encounter all these meth heads and crazy people all the time. You're talking like that's normal, but when I had the diver mentality, I'm like, oh, I almost died, but I'll just go do the job again.
Yeah, jobs like this, you definitely, and it goes for any job. Once you take it, you accept the fact that it has, it has like just imminent things that could just happen at any moment. Like
Yeah.
even if you're doing construction, you got to accept that if I'm on a roof doing something, chance I could fall off, crack my head open, or if I'm a truck driver, I could fall off the fucking road.
Oh yeah,
You know,
man.
so it's inherent dangers in just about anything you do.
Definitely. Just funny you mentioned the roofs. I don't know if I met you before or after I did the catastrophic insurance claims around Hurricane Irma time.
Oh, you're right about that.
Climbing up on some of those roofs, man, that's sketchy. Oh, to take the photos of the damaged roofs and stuff. It's especially the rich people homes. They're
Right.
super tall. You're up there, you're like what felt like 100 feet in the air. I'm like, God damn. And I'm there
Oh,
by
you know what?
myself. If I fell down, I'd be screwed. You out of got no batteries in your headset?
No, no, Bluetooth disconnected.
Oh, gotcha,
Give me
gotcha.
one second.
Technical difficulties.
Now I'm back.
It could just be too cold for your technology out there.
Oh no, bro, these fucking headphones right here, Skull Candy. I've been out here on my treadmill over there cranking out, like runs and working out in weather like this. They can
Yeah,
take an ass kicking.
nice. Hell yeah, that's cool, man. Yo, what about video games? When are we gonna hop into Warzone?
Shit, dude, anytime, man. I know you said your PC. I'm on that PS5 live,
I,
PS5,
yeah,
PS5 live.
I got my Xbox, but I have buddies that play on PC. I play cross-platform, so I play with PS4 people. I play with PC people. I think that's one of the coolest things about modern video games these days, especially Call of Duty. You can literally just play with any console. It's freaking awesome.
Right. I'm surprised, like within Warzone or Fortnite, there hasn't been like a faction, like a three-way, like battle royale, like the PC versus the PlayStation versus the Xbox.
Yeah, I know. We gotta start it. We gotta be the ones that organize that whole battle royale of PC versus Xbox versus PlayStation
I would
and the
definitely need
winning
train up.
console.
I would need to train up a little because I watched some of your clips on YouTube of Warzone, and god damn, man, like I've been playing Fortnite for the past few months. Just kind of happened. It's a little addicting, and I think
Yeah,
I
it's
might, after
super
seeing some of your
addicting.
clips, yeah, after seeing your Warzone, I think I actually might switch over because that looks fucking awesome.
It is fun. It's a really good time, even though I suck at it most of the time. Is Any clip that you see that looks like I'm doing good, that's probably after playing for at least 4 hours to try to get one decent clip or try to get one win. It takes for I gotta grind it out.
Hey, sometimes that's what it takes, man. You got to go out there, kick some ass, and pray to God just do one cool thing.
That's right. Exactly. Just one cool thing today, please. Come on, let it happen. All
So let's
right.
see. My next question is over there in the Bahamas. Like, what do you do on your free time, like outside of games? Is there much to do on that island, or is it kind of like desolated?
The Bahamas. It's a great place to come vacation for a week at the most.
Are we gonna
But
are we
once
are
you
we ever gonna meet the future Mrs. Law out there?
uh slim pickings out here. Slim pickings, that's for sure. There might be
Oh,
100 people on the installation that I'm at, and on the whole island there might be like 1,000.
holy shit, man!
Yeah, and this is the biggest island of the Bahamas. It's Andros Island. Um,
So you live in
but
like in a island slash giant village.
honestly, it's got kind of like a colony vibe. I feel like I'm in a colony, colonizing another land or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So you're a
Yeah.
colonizer.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. They got a lot of rules about what the natives are allowed and aren't allowed to do, and we literally call them the natives. And I'm like, this feels like I'm in that movie Avatar or something.
It was like that in Hawaii also, man. It's like because we had our military bases out there, and they had the islanders. And the first brief I got when I was out there is it's like, hey, let me fucking tell you guys something before you go out there in the ocean. Just remember this: whatever the islanders do, you do. If you don't see them swimming, you don't go swimming.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger for sure.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, then there's even like certain areas in Hawaii, I can't even remember off the top of my head. Be like, oh, whatever you do, man, don't go over there because some islanders they don't entirely like military folks.
Oh man, you got the
Rather if
the
that was true or not,
anti-military guys. Yeah.
rather if that was true or not, I just said, oh, I was young and dumb. Okay, Roger.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what you do when you're enlisted in the military. You're just like, oh, roger that. Whatever you say goes. Whatever First Sergeant says, that must be the new scriptures of the land.
I can't say I followed everything they did because I think I left the military fucking what was it 4 or 5 Article 15s, which is I think is equivalent. What's that equivalent for you guys? A page 11 or something or a
I
UCMJ?
think Article 15 is the same. I think we can the in the Marines it's still Article 15s. Did you have page 11s in the Army?
That was like a counseling, right?
I guess. I
We
don't
just
really
call
remember.
no, we didn't have page 11s.
No,
We
there's
just
negative counseling, and then there's page 11s, and then Article 15, I think,
oh,
is like
dude,
the order of severity of punishment,
I think I got a
I
book
think.
probably about that big of my negative counselings.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, if they want to write
Swear,
a
man.
book about we should just you should publish your book and just have it your Article 15s.
Oh my God, I'll tell you what, man. Like one day, like if I have like great grandchildren and they find a picture of me, like, oh, look at Granddaddy Vigil's in the army. Then they find my book, it's like, oh man, this dude was kind of a shitbag.
No, you're a legend. You made a whole book of just Article 15s. He's a legend.
Sucks. I won't even be alive to explain to them, like, oh no, this is a good thing. You can't
Yeah,
trust someone that doesn't have a few negative counselings in Article 15s.
that's a fact. That's a fact for sure.
I know there's probably gonna
100%.
be like there's probably gonna be some squared away people like, nah, that's bullshit, man. Yeah,
No, I never got any of those.
right.
You
I've
can
come
trust
across a
me.
few people. I've come across a few people who I've talked to about that, and They're like, oh no, man, that's wrong. If you got an Article 15, you're a shitbag. I never had those. Like, awesome,
Yeah,
man. I like the
it
party.
is what it is. Yeah, you got to party. Gotta have a party. But yeah, we're coming up on 26 minutes, dude. That's gonna between this one and the first one, we hit a half hour. We can go ahead and
Fuck
wrap
yeah.
it up so you don't get frostbite out there. That
Oh, I'm
sounds good
fine,
to
man. I
you.
got. I'll tell you what, man. I'm protected by my Green Ranger jacket and my. Fuck, God damn it. My Red Ranger whoopee, so I'm all good.
Oh hell yeah, you all bundled up. Where the kiddos and the old wife at?
She's inside with them. They're watching. I don't know if you heard of this new show. It's called Bluey. It's like
Nah,
these little dogs on Nick. Yeah, they're just inside watching their cartoons in front of a fireplace, and I
nice.
I knew if I tried to do the podcast in there that my kids, I love them, but they are fucking wild. They
Yeah,
are fucking wild.
I don't doubt it. If they're anything like Papa, right?
Yeah,
They got the
you'll
wild
definitely.
genes from you.
Oh yeah, dude, it's funny. You'll meet them one day, man. Like my oldest, it's he looks just like me, except he's super brown like his mom.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
This
I
I'm
guess.
doing something crazy this month. I'm since it was January, I was like I'm gonna try not drinking the whole month. I'm
I
halfway
got you
there.
covered. I got
Yeah,
you covered, bro.
you gotta have one for me, dog. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I already got some pre-workout on my system and some vodka, so I think this chest and back workout later is gonna be fucking. It's
It's
gonna be
gonna be
popping.
something. A few more drinks and you take a second workout and you'll be good to work out for all night.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing on the label that says you can't have vodka with pre-workout.
Yeah, I don't think a doctor would ever say you can't do that either.
No, and plus, I mean, is there even a diet that says you can't have alcohol or beer?
I don't know.
No.
All I know is I've been losing weight and it's only been 15 days. I got down below 220 today. I'm down to 218 now. I'm trying to get down to 205.
Yeah, you're looking good, man. Why don't you stand up? Let's let everyone see how you're looking so far, man. Hell yeah, looking good, man.
You have the twirl?
Get the hey, while you're up there, while you're up, can you do a quick dance?
No, I can't do the dance. Sorry, dog. The twirl's all you're gonna get. The slow spin. The slow rotation.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually trying to get, finally get cut, man, because back in 2019, I was going to do a bodybuilding show with the dude I was contracting with. And I started off
Nice.
at about 280 and I got down to about 220 and I was looking pretty good. But then, I met Steffi and well, the rest, as we just talked about, is history.
Yeah. And the
So as
rest
recently,
is history.
so about January 1st, I know the whole cliche, started to cut down, man, and like actually started doing cardio again and going to the gym like at least like 6 days a week now instead of the four and already down about 20 pounds, surprisingly.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel so different than I did a few months ago. Like it was hard to just go out and walk, to be honest. Like, but now that things have been moving, shed a bunch of weight. It's literally, I'm lighter, so I feel like move around more, and then the more I move around, the more the weight goes off, and it's I'm at a
Right.
good spot right now. Good spot. Shit still hurts a lot, but I just got to keep moving.
You think you'll ever be like, back to your old self, like, squatting your heavy ass weight and deadlifting, or is it going to be one of those things you could lift again, but
Yeah,
you got,
I'll definitely get my strength back, but I don't know if I'll ever get back to that point because I was deadlifting like almost 500 pounds, squatting probably 450. was bench pressing over 350. I think I might have been benching close to 400 at one point. I was strong.
Oh, dude, I remember.
Yeah.
I think it was Anytime Fitness. I think one of the first. I think this is before I knew you. When I was like see you around, I could have swore I seen you in the gym like cranking out 405 for 10 on the deadlift. Just
Oh yeah, probably. Yep. Just slammed it on the ground.
yeah, because I remember I was like,
Yeah.
God damn. Then you know you had your fucking American flag bandana, you had your fucking leggings, just
Yeah,
doing your
dude.
lifts, and
Fucking getting it in. Those were the days. That was the therapy. How
yeah, I
much
remember.
weight can we slam around?
I remember I kind of knew you because that one white guy that worked at Anytime Fitness, what was it? Fucking Tom.
Yeah, yeah, Tom, the skinny dude.
Yeah, I remember he mentioned something about you, like, so I kind of knew your name and that you were in the Marines. I remember I wanted to say hi and say like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Good job."
Yeah.
I just said the fucking first thing that came to my mind was like, "Is that Marine strong, bro?" And you're like, "Yeah, something like that."
Yeah, something like that. That's funny, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
then
tried not
I
to sound like
think I remember seeing you at the gym and then seeing you at the apartments and being like,
yeah,
dude, that's when it clicked. I was like, you're the dude from the gym. You're the fucking
yeah.
the only other dude there that lifts weight close to me.
I think before that, there was one time I could have swore I seen because I remember I was always seeing you like wear a bandana.
Hmm.
And there was like one time I walked out of my apartment complex, and from a distance, like I seen you, but I was like, that can't be that motherfucker. It looks like him though.
Yeah. In Indy. Oh, did
Whew.
I tell you that Indy died that last year?
No.
Yeah, yeah, that was a devastating loss. I had just gotten out here, and next thing I know, Mom's texting me, and Indy's. She sent me a video of Indy like kind of just laying down on the ground, not really responding to what she's saying, and kind of just breathing real heavy. And I'm like, man, I don't know what that's. I mean, he was just fine before I left, but I mean, where he was staying is kind of out in the woods a little bit. So I mean, he could have got bit by a snake, could have got bit by a
Oh,
spider, like anything could have happened. But next thing they knew, the next morning he was dead.
sorry to
I
hear
was
that,
like,
man. I remember Indy. He was such a cool dog, man.
he was the best, right? He was
Yeah, I remember you
awesome.
told me a little. You said he was a rescue dog, yeah?
No, not a rescue dog. He was a trained PTSD service dog.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
He's such a nice dog. I think there was one time, I think I might have passed out at your house from like drinking too much, and I woke up to fucking like Indy licking my face awake.
Probably. That's what he likes to do. Too many of those nights over there in St. Pete, having way too much to drink.
Oh my God, dude. I
That's
remember
for
when I got
sure.
back. I remember when you picked me up from Kuwait, man. What was it? I think it was like damn near that freaking whole month, like almost like every Friday, Saturday, Sunday we were going out.
Yeah.
So I hit you
Every
up like
fucking weekend.
I think it got to a point, man, where freaking I think one of the last times we drank, we got so drunk we wound up on the beach and almost passed out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've passed out a few times out there. Where we were, though, I mean, it wasn't that far. It was only like 6 or 7 miles from the beach.
Yeah, it was actually fun though. Like, we had a good time drinking out there, hanging out on the beach, and
Oh yeah, it was great. That apartment location. I mean, that's a spot, man. That was a good spot.
yeah, I actually tried to move back there before I came to Texas. I was actually heading to Florida. Like, I was gonna move to those old apartments. I called them up. I was gonna move back in. I had a job out there.
Oh shit.
Then yeah, I stopped over here in Texas because the dude I was enlisted with, he was like, "Hey man, I seen you post a thing on Facebook that you're coming through Texas. Want to stop by?" I was like, "Yeah, why not? I got a little bit of time to spare." And well, needless to say, it's that was back in 2019, and It's 2024 and I still
Yeah.
haven't made it to Florida.
Oh, I don't think I mentioned it yet. I'm looking for a house to buy in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, I got pre-approved for the VA. So, is that what you
Oh,
used to get your house out there? The VA loan?
so no, so this is just like a townhome I'm renting right now.
Oh, nice. A
Yeah,
townhome
well,
with a garage. That's cool.
dude, like, well, before I was living in apartments, and the meathead I am, I always wanted a home gym. So told the wife, I was like, hey, if we can't get a house, let's get a townhome or rent because I just want a garage so I can, have my gym set up. And she found this place, and we've been here for about 2, 3 years now.
Yeah, it seems pretty nice. And you got a great gym set up, like with a squat rack and a barbell and
Yeah, sorry,
all that good
sorry, the gym's
stuff.
a little mess. Let's see if I could turn the camera around real quick. So yeah, I got my new
Got a
bell
weight rack.
dumbbells.
Nice. You got some good
Yeah,
stuff.
my 45s, bunch of quads a little messy, alignment bar.
Oh, no worries. You got the mirror. Oh, nice. You got the cable machine,
Yes, sir.
the treadmill
Green
buried in
Ranger.
toys, Green Ranger.
Yeah, actually, I
Yeah.
got another piece coming in pretty soon. I'm actually ordering a leg extension because, well, being in a gym like this, it's really hard to hit the legs. All I can really do for legs is squats and lunges,
Yeah.
deadlifts.
That's what I did for the longest time, because having all that fat weight, I would be like, well, I'm plenty of weight right now. I'll just do some squats. I don't even need to hold anyway.
It works, man, especially if
Yeah.
you're recovering. I mean, a little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing.
Oh yeah, for sure. As long as you could do a little something regularly. And I've
Yeah,
been doing a
once
little
you,
more somethings more regularly these days. But
I'll tell you what, dude, once you get your house over in Florida, we definitely got to link up and go to Anytime Fitness for what was it, like old nostalgia and get a session
yeah.
in.
Yeah, man. Hey, did you ever when you were there, did you ever go to the Anytime in downtown St. Pete?
I want to say I did maybe once, but I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, it wasn't that great, but the people there were cool and they had this other section that you probably didn't go to. It's like a secret section of their gym that was like a CrossFit area where they had all the racks and pull-up bars and rubber weights and slamming stuff around equipment and all that kind of stuff.
I definitely did not see that part of the gym.
Yeah, you missed out. Yeah. That was cool. I had to
I think
discover it. I only
I think
discovered
I,
it after I did the personal training stuff and I went in there as a trainer and I was like, "Oh man, y'all have all of this? You can work with this whole space over here? Damn."
yeah, I remember when you finally got certified to be a trainer. I'm surprised I didn't see you working at Anytime Fitness. I thought, who was the boss there, Nick? I thought he would have like welcomed you in with like open arms.
Yeah, I think I went in there and talked to him about working there. I don't remember how it went though. I might have just gave him like my card or something and said, "Call me if you need a trainer or something." Because I was going to a bunch of gyms and I was mainly working for myself at first with my own business cards and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I know the
I
pot.
probably should have just went there and been like, I'll just stick here. Yeah, that would have been cool.
So I got a question. I know this pod's already went over 30 minutes. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, man.
So talk to me about the personal training. Like, what's that industry like? Like once you get in, because I know you kind of mentioned before. Talk us
Uh,
through it.
yeah, if you got money starting out and you can, have a little bit of cushion between, what your old occupation is transitioning into your new business that is you selling your training and getting clients because there's always going to be a big gap between uh what was making you money versus transitioning into that and getting clients and scheduling and learning and feeling out how it's going to go, seeing what clients are going to stick with you, how many new clients you need to take every month and stuff like that. But I, I definitely, if I were to do it again, I would go that route. But my mistake was I didn't have any money starting out.
Right.
So getting clients was kind of slow because I couldn't advertise other than, like I was doing, going to gyms, giving people cards, going to local businesses, putting some cards and posters up and stuff. And it just wasn't enough in the amount of time I had to make money and pay rent.
Right.
But, you know, being more financially responsible like I am today, once I get back in shape, I might be something that I end up doing again.
Yeah, I'd like to see you go back in there, like Law Fitness. I remember you had like some years ago, you showed me a thing. I think one of your ex-girlfriends made for you. You're wearing her shorts and her sweater, and you're doing some flexing and
Yeah.
very. I remember you showed me. I was like, oh man, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, man. You look
You'd
pretty
think they
fucking
were
legit.
her shorts, but those were actually probably the Silkies. They were probably
Yeah.
the Marine Corps Silkies.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you're
Ranger
in that picture,
panties.
Ranger Patties.
Yeah,
I thought they were hers because I remember I looked at the picture and you said you were wearing something of hers in there, so I just assumed it was shorts because I mean, hey, I can see
maybe.
twigs and berries.
Yeah. For sure.
Man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, long, long time ago. Another life is what it feels like.
Dude, you're telling me, man, like a lot of people don't understand that between, after the age of 28, then once you're about 34, 28, like just that gap right there just feels like long.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But then now, this past year has felt like it's gone by so quick. Like I feel like I haven't even been here on the island that long. It's already been a year, Like, jeez, where's the time
Yeah,
going now?
yeah, it'll probably be like give about 2, 3 weeks and it'll be Thanksgiving already.
Yeah. Yep. Well, then, it's 24 is over now, and we're all still
I know, right?
here.
Right there, like, oh shit, man. It's like I still got to buy my turkey, got to set up my Christmas tree, and well, there's Black Friday.
Yeah. All right, homie. Well, we got 43 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap her up.
All right, man.
Thanks so much for joining, everybody. This is Leroy. He's been such a most gracious guest here. This is the first time we've done a remote episode of DUFFTOWN, and I think it's working. It seems to be working, and it's
I
all
think it was.
thanks to Leroy.
Take care, y'all, and hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Take care.